to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Sacramento Condors and the Houston Voyagers. And this carries into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A give to Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Brought down at the 31.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11 on the play.
Call that a gain of 11. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
The tackle by
another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now Jackson on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they work this well.
Heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a man open down the middle of the field. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Demarcus Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. Much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Aaron just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it out to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Wilson.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Sacramento first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line. score tied 7-7.
Second and 10. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. From the gun, Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. So that'll back him up 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On second down now. It's Jacobs, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
The 22-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Jacobs, the ball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great...
And it'll be intercepted. Intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
On second down, it's Henry, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Brings up second.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Third down.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Henry. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. From the gun, Mariota. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. The 40, the 30. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
So after about as long a play as humanly possible without scoring, here's first and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Gain of 47 yards. And a Sacramento first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. You got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Throwing, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory secondary here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. He'll fire deep for Rager. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. They'll look to run with Henderson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Marquise Brown, 87 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and a yard. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
And 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And a loose football. It's going the other way. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Complete.
All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
On first down, Jacobs. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6.
Here's Jacobs, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Voyagers 28, Condors 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Complete to Derek.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Push him back. Push him back. 26.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Carry for Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Fred Warner in on.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Derrick Henry.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The carry.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Carrier brought down at the 48-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good.
Tie the game, 28 all. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Mariota. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they go screen. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
It's second.
Now Mariota.
The 41-yard line.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's caught inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mariota to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Jacobs. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mariota. That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we get to be here to watch this one.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes